Always do your best. It's not what you think. Aloha and welcome back to my channel, The Baby Boomer Booktuber, with me, Marilyn Maya. Today is Mental Health Monday, or depending on where you are, Mental Health Tuesday, or depending on when this is uploaded. We've been going through the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and today is the 4th agreement, which is always do your best. And this allows the other 3 agreements to be incorporated. But it's not what you think, as I said in the beginning. Because doing your best is different for every person. I, at 70, with 2 chronic illnesses, cannot do the same as a person who's 20 and a marathon runner, for example. But I can do my best in the capacity of which I was given, or which I have. This book is very spiritual and may not be for everyone, in the sense that the parts that are very into the Toltec religion might not be for everyone, but he's very practical, and he knows that not everyone is, as you know, believes in gods, for example, or even a god. But I think that the 4 agreements can help everyone. I know it helped me. So the other 3 agreements is be impeccable with your word, don't take things personally, and don't assume. So the 4th agreement is a totality of those 3 things. You're doing your best to adhere to the other 3 agreements. And he says if you do that, your life will be better. Now there's a second part of this, and that's taking action. But we'll get to that one later. Right now I want to give you an example that he gives in the 4th agreement. He talks about a Buddhist monk who goes to his master and asks him, if I study for 4 hours a day, when will I reach enlightenment? And the master said, 10 years. So he said, well, if I study 8 hours a day, when will I reach enlightenment? And the master said, then it will take you 20 years. And he said, why? If I'm studying more and meditating more, why will it take so long? And he says, because you're not doing it with joy, and you're not living your life, which is what we're meant to do. We're meant to live intensely, to love intensely, to feel joy in every moment. And if you're always doing one thing or the other thing too much, it's not good, and you won't reach enlightenment. So I thought that was an interesting aside. Now getting back to action. A lot of people work, a lot of people used to work before the pandemic, but they always hated Mondays, because Monday was the day they had to be drudge, go to work, and they waited until Friday or Thursday night to enjoy their life. And then on Friday, they either got drunk or escaped into television, as we do, and they weren't living life, really. They weren't enjoying their life. They were just living for the reward of payday. And that's not the way to live your life. So we take action to enjoy every day. That's living in the present. If we enjoy every day and we do our best every day, then we don't have many worries. So that's good. Don Luis Miguel talks about being good to yourself. And he talked about taking a shower every day. And while he was taking that hot shower, he was loving his body. Now we know that in present day society, lookism, ageism is a thing. We don't love ourselves. We're filled with self-loathing. especially I think women are more prone to this. We have such high standards to when we look at social media, and we compare ourselves. Comparing ourselves is not a good thing. I have a small booktube channel. I'm not going to look at a makeup channel and say, wow, I'm doing terrible, or compare myself to the flawless complexions of the beauty tubers and say, I'm not good enough, so I'm going to stop this channel. I think that we live with such self-hatred, I know I did, that we're afraid to take actions that will improve our lives. When I decided to make this channel on my 70th birthday, that was taking action, because I could be ridiculed. People might say I'm too old to have any good opinions, or people might just write hateful things in the comments. But I decided that I'm going to take this chance, because if I'm not going to take chances at 70 or take action, when will I take it? I lived most of my life either in inaction or taking the wrong action, because I didn't really know about the 4 agreements and other books that talk about how to live in the present, how to be happy. And books have helped me so much in learning that I'm enough, I'm good enough. And all the women out there, and men, but mostly women, who have to take care of children and work now and be beautiful at the same time, how can you be happy like that when you're thinking, I have to be perfect, I have to be perfect? No, you have to be as perfect or as good as you can be. So I hope this helps you. I know it helped me. In the next week, we're going to incorporate all of this into what I learned, and maybe what you can learn from this wonderful book, one of the best books that helped me in my journey to be a better version of myself. And when I say a better version of myself, I'm not talking about being perfect or being better than anybody else, but being me. And whoever likes me, fine. And if you don't like me, that's fine too. That took me a long time, because I grew up with a lot of ridicule and a lot of bullying, and that really tears down a person's soul. But through books, we can build that up. That's what's so wonderful about books. Books changed my life, and I hope they can change your life too. So please subscribe if you like my content. I really do appreciate it. And hit the notification bell, share, like, if you're so inclined. And until we meet the next time, my friends, and you are my friends, aloha oi.